Hello guys and welcome back to a new video on my channel, and today it's time for the 4th episode of Deluxe Season 6, the final season, because again, Mario Kart World is coming to the Switch 2, and the Switch 2 is also coming in, well, just short of 2 months. I'm so excited for it. I literally could not be, well, of course I could be more excited, but I'm super excited for it anyways. But anyway, for now, we of course have to say goodbye to Mario Kart Deluxe in a proper way, which is why I'm doing this final season. Of course, with 10 episodes, and the 10th episode is going to be a grand finale sort of thing. But for now, episode 4, I have a challenge again, which is the following. In the last 2 episodes, I gave myself a handicap, but now I'm not going to do that. Now I'm just going to set the items to a sort of preset thing, which is going to be only bob-ombs and only blue shells. Yeah, that is, I don't know how fun that's gonna be, yeah, but anyway, I'm just gonna get right into it. Alright, so which character are we gonna go with this time? I think I'm going to go with a me. So let's go with this one, and I am gonna go with the... What is one that I like? Should I go with the dolphin? Dolphin? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the dolphin, and this loadout, of course, 200cc and custom items. There we go, because I'm gonna be playing with bob-ombs and blue shells, and this one, because basically this means that Crazy 8 is gonna only consist blue shells and bob-ombs. Anyway, let's go. Alright, Cloud Top Cruise. It has been a hot minute since I've done this one. I still like this track a lot, and yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope this is not going to be too much madness, but I highly doubt it's going to be an easy episode, because, yeah, only bob-ombs and blue shells. I highly doubt, yeah, I was literally about to say, I'm going to get a blue shell, and look at that, a blue shell, wow. You know, I've done, like, only blue shells once in this game. Never again. Never again. Because it's just a terrible idea. It's fun. Look, that was like 4 blue shells or something, but yeah, I don't know how long these races are gonna take with this crap happening constantly. But hey, at least this game has good invincibility frames. Because yeah, especially in the early Mario Kart games, and like especially Mario Kart DS, I've noticed invincibility frames just don't exist. Like, you can get hit over and over and over and over, and it just isn't fun, because I mean it's bullshit, okay? But in this game, we at least have decent invincibility frames. Look. There we go. Very nice. Oh my god. This is... I really hope this feature does return in Mario Kart World, though. Like the custom items feature. Just because it's... Even though Mario Kart World does have to... does seem to have a lot more items already. Like you have the hammers, the ice flower, the feather in actual normal races, which is pretty cool. This is madness. But hey, it's Waluigi getting hurt, and I'm all here for it. Waluigi is the most overrated Nintendo character ever. Probably along with Luigi, because... Why do people love Luigi so much? Like, it's... Basically, it's kind of like a bandwagon, I think, because, yeah... Luigi doesn't even do much. I guess it's like the whole thing, Luigi wins by doing nothing, and that just sparked the whole love for Luigi. I don't know, man. I don't really care about Luigi. A little bit, but anyways, yeah, Mario Kart World seems to have a bunch of items. Even the Super Horn, which I'm glad returns. But yeah, stuff like Ice Flower, hammers, even Coin Box, which... Don't know how I feel about that one. And I also saw in like those Treehouse live streams that Nintendo was doing. which people were very glad about. I was very happy to see that people really interacted with like the game in the chat, and were not constantly talking about how insane the prices were for the games. Because man, I love being part of the Nintendo community, man. It is such a non-toxic, just happy community with only people that can be happy about everything and not constantly have to bash on Nintendo for doing literally anything. You know, that entire thing was sarcasm because the Nintendo community is so fucking toxic, man. Holy shit. Like, literally, Nintendo can literally make the best possible game ever, like, and make it free. And there's still people getting upset about it. Why is there literally always people that get upset by something? Like, my god, man. Just be happy for once in your fucking life and be a fucking... I don't know, man. I don't even want to say anymore. I'm disappointed in the community. And, yeah, even though there are worse communities out there by far, it's just, I don't know. People are over dramatic on what Nintendo is doing. Even though, yes, $80 for a game is a lot, but hey, if Nintendo wasn't gonna do it, then somebody else would, and then it would have been the case of like, yeah, $80 is fine. But when Nintendo does it, it's like, no, fuck them, fuck Nintendo, we should boycott them, riot, and don't buy this stuff because then it will lower the prices. Fun fact, no, they are not. Literally doing any of this is not gonna do a thing. They're not gonna lower the prices. They're not gonna do anything. It's just annoying if we keep doing this stuff. And again, sorry for that, but I'm not defending this stuff. I'm not defending the high prices for the game. I think personally, like I said in the last episode, I think the price of the Switch 2 itself is reasonable, but the prices of the games are definitely too high. But man, they are not so high that we should boycott or riot Nintendo or whatever. Like, if you can't afford it, that's your problem, honestly. And I mean, of course, if I can't afford it, or if I wouldn't have been able to afford it, which I can because I have a job, I have a stable income and stuff, which is nice. But of course, if I was a family and I would have loved to buy a Switch 2 and Mario Kart World for my kids or whatever, which I don't have kids, by the way. I'm 21. I really do not want to have kids on this age. But yeah, it's a shame I can't or it's that expensive. But here's the thing. Have you ever heard of a thing called a bundle? You know, it's like, normally you can buy products separately. Like, for example, the Switch 2 on its own is $450. But there's a thing called a bundle, which normally packages like 2 or more items together and makes it cheaper. So that there's basically like some sort of a sale going on. Or you have a little bit of a discount. That's what I meant with sale. Do you know that a Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World bundle exists? And basically, that you then save $30. Wow. And, you know, I seriously... okay, here's the thing. People, of course, if you don't want Mario Kart World, then fine. But if you do want if you do want Mario Kart World, and you're complaining about the price, which is still fair because again, $80 or $90 for physical is just too much. It should be $70, especially because it's Mario Kart. Like, why is Mario Kart $80 and also another first-party game being Donkey Kong Bonanza $70? Doesn't make any sense. Like, what is so special about Mario Kart? Even though I am personally a huge fan of Mario and stuff, it's just Mario Kart. it's just another entry in the series. Why should it be $10 more than other games? Maybe because it's a launch title or something? I don't know, man. But anyways, if you want Mario Kart World and the Switch 2 and you're complaining about the price, I hope you realize that there's a bundle that you basically save $30. And then you can, of course, give the argument that, well, it shouldn't have been like that anyways, that you have to buy the bundle in order to be at a reasonable price. Shut the fuck up, okay? Just be happy for once. My god. Like, again, Nintendo fans, well, excluding me because I'm hyped as shit, Nintendo fans are just never happy. Never. They always have to be upset about something. If it isn't like the fact that the Booster Course Pass doesn't include Airship Fortress, which, yeah, that's a shame, but it's gonna be in Mario Kart World. For God's sake, shut the fuck up for once. Like, this community is so fucking toxic, man. Holy shit. Well, toxic is probably not the right word, but again, we're just can't people just be happy for once with what Nintendo does? Like, I see so many comments on like Instagram or TikTok posts that saying that the Switch is a terrible console and stuff because it runs at like 720p at constantly 15 FPS. Again, or it's just not true. Look at the stats. Look at fucking videos of the Switch. You can see it runs perfectly fine at 1080p 60 FPS. And people are making the argument or whatever, are constantly saying that they're charging $150 more for the Switch 2 when it's barely an upgrade. First of all, it's a huge upgrade, and I guess it's because Nintendo, again, it's because Nintendo and people love to shit on Nintendo. And then there's like those people that say, people defend Nintendo all the time. But, oh my god. I just don't want to say anymore, okay? I've had enough. This episode was so weird. Like, I constantly talked about how just crappy the Nintendo community is. But anyway, there's also a good side of the community, like with the people that try and predict stuff for the next games, make some cool videos, like ranking videos like myself, or just have a common sense, okay? But anyway, that's enough for this episode. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and more of that fancy stuff. And I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.